Today we're going to be discussing AMC stock and some news that just came out on it. Let's get into the video. Hi everyone, my name is Zach and welcome back to Finance Bro. Before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please leave a comment of how many shares of AMC you have and how many you want to have, and then consider leaving a like and subscribe as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And if you guys want to see our stock portfolio and you want to get one free stock that could be worth up to $70 of one of your favorite companies, then go ahead and click the first link in the description to get signed up with Public. You'll be able to see our public stock portfolio among a lot of other really great things in the app. So if you guys deposit $1, you will get that free up to $70 stock. With all that out of the way, let's get straight into our stock for today, which is going to be AMC or AMC Entertainment. So first off, let's go over what happened today. So AMC was down about 80 cents today, down 2% in terms of percentages. As you can see here, this is public, so if you guys do like this UI, definitely use that first link in the description. But yeah, I mean, we ended the day pretty strong. At the end of the day, there were some dips today where we were down about 5%, but ended out the day strong, only down about 2.3%. Next up, we're going to be checking WSBtrackers.com. At this point, if you guys have been following us, you'll know what WSB Trackers is, but I just want to reiterate that we are not sponsored by WSB Trackers or StockTwits, just so you guys know. But yes, AMC was once again, for the millionth time in the past couple of months, the most talked about stock on StockTwits, on Wall Street Bets, the subreddit, being talked about 20% of the time, compared to the next highest person or stock being talked about 13% of the time. So AMC once again being talked about the most, and then also you can see here on StockTwits, they were the most active stock on StockTwits once again, being talked about 20,000 times in the last 24 hours. The next most talked about stock, obviously Oxygen. We did make a video on Oxygen if you guys want to watch that as well. But Oxygen being talked about literally half the amount of times as AMC at the number 2 spot. So overall, AMC is being talked about the most on StockTwits and Wall Street Bets. So overall, the retail investor sentiment is still there. Okay, and next up, we're going to be going over the news that we have today. So this is going to be kind of some background on the new hedge fund that is actually shorting AMC Entertainment now. So yeah, also we're going to be going over some options activity that was super interesting today. But first off, let's go over this new hedge fund that is shorting AMC. So AMC stock, 9 things to know about the latest hedge fund waging war on AMC Entertainment. Let's take a look at the London-based firm taking a short position in AMC stock. So AMC is back in the news on Friday after a London-based hedge fund said it would take a short position on shares of AMC stock. That's really a bold thing to do when AMC investors are going to find this out, and they will definitely try to bury you. But here we are. OD Asset Management, which was founded and is currently managed by Crispin Odey, is the latest group to say that it feels this way about the firm. That said, Odey told English newspaper The Telegraph that traders from platforms like Robinhood are to blame for AMC being the way it is. This is a quote straight from him. "My sense was purely that the life cycle of the heavily bought back short share like AMC is that it's way too overvalued on any grounds," he said. And the question is, when is it going to lose hype? And the answer is when all of Robinhood lot I like how they say lot in England, had bid it up and killed everyone who had shorted it. It was vulnerable at $48 a share, and it now is about $33. So I mean, he's just stating facts right here that it was or that it's at $33, and I said as well that it was vulnerable at $48 a share, but I think we are pretty solidly going to stay above $30 a share. I don't think retail investors will let it drop below 30, but he could be right. I just don't agree. So who are these people of Crispin Odey and Odey Management? Let's just go over a few facts of this. Their firm was established in 1991 as a firm that manages assets on behalf of institutional investors, private banks, and family offices. According to Market Realist, the fund is currently managing about 4.1 billion funds, so safe to say that they could have a pretty good a pretty good short position on AMC with how much money they are currently managing, so that could be something to squeeze in the future. After its founding, OD Asset Management's initial investors was well-known George Soros, and Soros seeded about $150 million into the fund. So yeah, let's go. During this time, he shorted banking shares and in turn profited about £28 million during the year. However, market realists also revealed that not everything OD touches turns to gold. A different piece of New York Times said that the fund's performance has suffered heavily after he took a negative stance on the outlook for the global economy and bearish positions against shares that have not borne fruit. So they're basically saying in this last part here that he is not a god and he is bearish on the overall market, and the overall market has not agreed with him thus far. And he has taken a bearish position on AMC, which could really be his downfall. Shares are obviously down 3% this morning, so that's good for him. But overall, AMC obviously could have a very big bounce back year this year. Now, next up in terms of news, we also have some interesting news here that AMC stock had some pretty crazy volatility. So investors in AMC holdings need to pay close attention to the stock based on moves on the options market lately. That is because August 20th, 2021 calls, $145 calls had some of the highest implied volatility of all equity options today. So that means that people were trading this at the highest, implied volatility. So in 2 weeks time, 2 weeks from today, or 13 days from the day this will be posted, those $145 calls were being bought and sold the most out of anyone today. So that's very interesting thing, because if a lot of people are buying those, what do other people know that we don't? Maybe they are expecting some news to come out about synthetic shares or another short squeeze. Who knows what's going to happen, but this is definitely something we have to be looking into because oftentimes this could be hedge funds, trying to cover their asses on their short positions and profit that way so that they can eventually, just cover their asses. Sorry for the cursing, but yeah, basically, who knows what this means, but this is something that we have to take into account. Alright, and now for everyone's favorite part, the technical analysis. This is going to be just a brief thing because obviously we make videos on this every day, and most of our stuff our opinions aren't going to change. Obviously, we had a very strong day yesterday, but for today, we were down 5% at one time, but we did stay above the $31 support line. So as long as we open above $32 tomorrow, I will feel pretty strongly that we're going to have a pretty bullish week for AMC. Now, we do have a bit of consolidation towards the end of the day, but overall, a pretty strong end to the day. Obviously, who knows who is selling off here, but we have consolidated, and I think we will stay above $32, and if not, I think we will definitely stay above that $31 support line. We do have a resistance line here at about $35. If we can open above that come Monday, I think we will have a very, very bullish week. As long as we stay above 32, I think we'll also have a bullish week. So that's all I have for you guys today. If I missed anything, definitely let me know in the comment section below. If I didn't miss anything, then go ahead and leave me a like and a subscribe. It really helps with the growth of the channel. But my name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.